It's
Yeah.
going to be very, very interesting to see.
Hmm.
We got a whole show to talk about it, so
Oh yeah, absolutely.
you know. Oh, I'm going to New York this weekend. I'm going to Beetle Fest.
Oh, you're
I'm
gonna have
going to
some fun.
interview. Listen to this one. This is very exciting to me.
Hmm.
I'm going to interview the woman who owned the Cavern Club where
Ooh.
the Beatles were discovered.
Oh, you're gonna have some fun there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If they say the
And
walls could talk.
oh boy, if the walls could talk, man, it would have had a lot to say. It
Hmm.
would be X-rated, and that's just from the Beatles. Not
Right?
to mention the customers.
Right? Or whatever
You
else I
know.
want to say.
But then I have a guy coming on April 4th.
Hmm.
He met Paul McCartney at a place called Junior's Farm in Tennessee,
Oh wow.
outside of Nashville, right?
Hmm.
And they struck up a friendship, and he's going to come on the show and talk about Paul McCartney and meeting the Beatles. I mean, not meeting the Beatles, but
Uh-huh.
meeting a famous Beatle
All right.
and how he got to know him. And the guy actually gave crazy. The guy actually gave Paul McCartney a guitar,
Oh,
but Paul returned it.
really?
He returned it. Yeah, I guess he felt like, that, like, why am I taking this guy's guitar? It's a gorgeous guy. I'm going to tell the guy, you could give it to me if you want.
Exactly, right? Say here, I'll
I'll
take
buy
it.
it off you. I'll take it. Did Paul McCartney touch it? Yeah, I want it.
Absolutely. Say, I'll take it off your hands right now.
Bet your ass. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Listen, Amelia, you
Yes.
want to do this thing? Want to go live? I mean, we're probably already live, but
Yeah.
you
We got
know,
an interesting subject. Let's tell the people.
yeah, let's do it. Hold on
Yeah.
there, kid. We'll be right back after the break. It's 4 o'clock in Los Angeles. It's 6 o'clock in Chicago. And in New York City, it's 7 p.m. Hello, everybody. I'm Mad Dog DeCipio on WWTF, Wrestling with the Future Radio Network. And I'm joined tonight on a very, very special episode of WWTF, What's the Buzz podcast, by Amelia, the Pitbull Chapman. How are you, Amelia?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. We got a really special show tonight.
Yes, on our new
Um,
night, actually.
Yeah, this is our new night, Monday
Hmm.
night. We are
Hmm.
broadcasting on a Monday. And people are going, oh, wait a minute, something's got to be wrong. They're on Monday now. No, we told everybody a couple weeks ago
Hmm.
our new night, changing that to Monday night. Monday and Tuesdays will be here.
Yes.
No longer during the middle of the week. We're going to be at the beginning of the week so
Hmm.
we can get our shit out the way and done with.
Now,
That's
especially
how
because
we're
we
going
have
to do this.
exciting news, we got to tell them right away, too.
Yeah, well, tell them.
Mhm.
Tell
Yeah,
them our
tonight
exciting news.
we are, guess what, people? The circus is back in town.
Going to the circus. Hot
Mhm.
damn. We are going to the circus. Millie, when's the first time you went to the circus?
Oh, gosh, I could have been, but maybe 6, 7 years old, maybe the first
What
time
do
my
you
parents took
remember
me.
most about going to the circus?
The scary clowns.
Why do people always say that? Scary clowns, which is kind of an oxymoron because clowns are supposed to be funny. But
To
everybody's
some
scared
people.
shitless of clowns. I don't understand. You know what it is?
Hmm.
People watch too many movies. And the clowns in movies are always like killer clowns. They're psychotic clowns.
Hmm.
They're, pedophile clowns. They're evil. They, they got blood dripping from their teeth, and
Mhm.
that's not Ringling Brothers.
No.
Not Ringling Brothers clown. The clowns at Ringling Brothers make you laugh
Mhm.
and make you smile, and then they give you popcorn and cotton candy.
Absolutely. But one thing that could have puzzled me is how could they get all those clowns in that little bitty car?
There-
That was
I actually know the secret to that, and I'm not going to tell.
no, don't tell the secret because
I'm
don't
not.
spoil that for the little
I
kids.
know how they do that. I
Mhm.
do, because I watched once how they did it.
How they did that. Of course, I remember the
Yeah.
trapeze acts too, and how they did that without the net and then with the net. I was like, "Oh my god, don't
Oh
fall."
no, the trapeze has a whole nother ball game. Like
That was interesting to me. I loved watching that. I
the
remember watching that.
trapeze, that's a
Mhm.
whole nother thing. Because
Mhm.
I don't know. Like, first of all, I don't like heights. Okay,
No.
so that's
Me
the first
neither.
thing. So you'll never get me to find out what's going on in the trapeze
No,
because I ain't getting nowhere near that motherfucker.
me either. I'm like, "No, I don't like heights, so thank you." I
You the
mm-mm.
people who swing on them by their teeth and hang
Mm,
upside down by their toes. First of
mm-mm.
all, that's a little too much death wish for me.
Oh, yeah, me
Okay,
too.
that's
Mm-mm.
that's a non-starter. Let's put it that
Right?
way. That's a non-starter. We're not going nowhere near that stuff.
Me either. It's
I
like
want
you
to stay grounded.
me
Like,
too.
I
Mhm.
stick me with the clowns, stick me with
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
with the popcorn vendor, the
Yes.
peanut vendor. Stick me. I'm fine down there.
Mhm.
Throw me some cotton candy and popcorn. I'm in good shape.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I
Absolutely.
remember going to the circus and I'm a little older. I'm actually quite a bit older than you. But I remember going, and there were elephants,
Mhm.
lions, and tigers. There were bears. There were clowns, of course, trapeze acts.
Mhm.
There were all kinds of sideshow attractions on the
Oh,
outside,
yes. Mhm.
the so-called freak show.
Oh,
You
yeah.
had, the guy with the what was it like this? He had his. It looked like lobster boy. They called him.
Oh, yes, yes.
Remember lobster boy?
Mhm.
And then they had of course, the fat lady.
Mhm.
Now you get in trouble for saying fat lady.
Mhm.
You know.
And the strong man that could lift, it's like, so
Yeah,
many
you had the
pounds.
strong man, and you had
Mhm.
the wolf boy.
Mhm.
Um, the two-headed baby in a jar.
Mhm.
You can't even do this stuff anymore.
Not anymore.
Not because people are so fucking sensitive. First of all,
Mhm.
I don't like sensitive people, so get the fuck out of my face, okay?
Yeah.
If you're sensitive and you're listening to the show, I don't want you to listen to this show,
No.
okay? Go away. Just
Mhm.
go away and be sensitive somewhere.
Right?
I don't want no sissy Marys listening to my
No,
fucking show.
because our show's gonna be a lot different now if we're gonna
And
be
I don't want
talking
you
about
watching it either.
no, we're gonna be talking a lot about sensitive subjects, and if you don't like it, there's a lot of different shows for you to watch or listen to.
Then tell
No,
them, Millie,
go
they can
for it.
fuck off.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be getting into subjects that a lot of people are not gonna like. Well, tough shit.
There you go.
I'm gonna be
Tough
speaking
shit.
from my mind, and this is a different Amelia you're gonna be listening to from now on, especially
Well,
with the show tomorrow that I'm
yep.
gonna have,
Tomorrow we got
and
a
I'm
good one.
sick of it.
Amelia's going to do
I'm
bullying tomorrow
sick of it.
night.
Yeah.
All right, let me tell everybody like what really happened here. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah.
so around 2017,
Mhm.
the circus, which was already doing poorly,
Yes.
poorly in ticket sales and attendance,
Mhm.
around 2016,
Mhm.
before they officially shut down. In 2016, they retired the elephant acts.
Mhm.
And the reason they did this was under protest from a group called PETA, the
Mhm.
People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. Now, I understand why they do what they do. I'm an animal lover too,
Mhm.
but there was no proof
No.
No proof whatsoever that Ringling Brothers mistreated its animals.
No, there
It
wasn't any
went
at all.
on pure
Mhm.
speculation.
Mhm.
It was speculation, and it was contrived videos. They were not from Ringling.
Mm-mm. No.
And we know that. They were not from Ringling. So for years, PETA representatives and other groups claimed that the circus mistreated the elephants, lions, tigers, and other animals featured in the show.
Mhm.
Nothing could be further from the truth.
No.
But again, this is during the time of cancel culture.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Mm.
everybody was getting canceled. Well, here, Amelia and I like to say, fuck you to the cancelers, okay?
Yes.
A big, uh, two big ones, okay? You
Mhm.
can't see it, but I'm flipping the bird in stereo.
Yes.
So fuck you, motherfuckers, okay? So, but what happened was because of all this bad publicity, Neil,
Mhm.
the circus shut down after 100, and listen to this one, 146 years.
That's a long, long time.
Okay. Now, the the family that owned Ringling Brothers and still owns it
Mhm.
is called the Feld family.
Yes.
They own a company in Florida called Feld Entertainment.
Mhm.
Okay. By the way, just so people know, Florida is the freak show capital of the world.
Mhm.
There's a place in Florida called Carneytown.
Mhm.
It's not far from Jupiter, Florida. Okay. And a lot of retired circus performers lived there. Okay. Guys like the Blockhead,
Mhm.
Lobster Boy,
Yes.
um, Bobby Herman. Okay. And you don't even know these names. Okay. You know
Mm-mm.
why? Because they're lost to history.
Mhm.
Okay. They were the original freak show, the original circus performers. And they made a living. They made a living. They made money when other people wouldn't hire them because of their so-called deformity.
Mhm.
Okay. Where are you going to get a job? In the circus,
Yes.
in the sideshow. Absolutely. But they don't, people like PETA don't understand that.
No.
They just put a bunch of people out of business, you know?
They made people go hungry, couldn't feed their families, couldn't pay their rent.
Exactly.
Mhm.
They put so many people out of work and out of jobs. You know how
Mhm.
many sideshow performers committed suicide?
I can imagine.
A lot.
It's horrible.
A lot. All because somebody decided, hey, I don't like that. They got animals in there. I don't like that. Well, you don't have to like it, motherfucker. Stay the fuck home.
Mhm.
Stay the fuck home. Okay? Stay home and watch, guys' grocery games or
Mm.
something safe like that.
Or a lot of reality
Asshole.
shows. That's all. Pretty much. That's all that's on TV now. It's just a lot of reality shows, which is
That's it.
ridiculous.
That's it. What do
Mhm.
you think is there?
Nothing really. Not anymore. Not getting good TV shows anymore like it used to be.
Tell everybody, Mill.
Yeah, I mean, it's like remember the wholesome TV shows that we used to watch back in the day? It's not like that anymore.
Way back when I was a little youngster, you mean?
No, back in the 80s, I remember watching like Family Matters, Full House shows like that. I remember even watching the Waltons, shows like that. Now you can't even
Do
watch TV
you
shows like that anymore.
realize, Amelia, that 1980,
Hmm.
do you realize people don't understand this?
Mm-mm.
1980 was
Hmm.
43 years ago.
Yeah, that's how
You
long ago.
understand that?
Hmm.
Like you really understand how you're making me feel like really fucking old.
I used to watch TV in the 80s. People don't
Okay.
understand that that's when the good
At
TV was.
43, 43
Yeah.
years ago, 1980.
Hmm.
Okay. It's crazy.
Yeah.
People
People don't.
don't understand. It's
Mm-mm.
crazy.
No, they don't understand what good TV was because they're not going to get to know what TV was back then.
No.
Mm-mm.
Thank God for like these retro channels like
Hmm.
Me TV.
Yep.
that still show the Jeffersons
The Nick
and
at Night
Archie
shows here.
Bunker
Hmm.
and all that stuff. I love that shit.
Oh, me too.
Right?
I got to
Because
know Donna Reed's show because of those shows. I love that show.
you better get your fixation with Donna Reed like out of your system,
I
okay?
love TV
Because
shows
I'm
like that.
starting to worry about you, kid. I really, really am. But let me tell everybody. Okay, here's the thing.
Hmm.
All right. And Amelia's absolutely right. It's the times are changing. We get that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I understand the circus has to change with it. We get that too.
Hmm.
What we don't get, what we don't get is how do you shut down a 146-year tradition based on somebody's word? They had no proof
No,
on their word.
no, they did not.
I think and I really believe, and I'm just going to say it. I really believe the circus shut down based on the bad publicity from PETA, number
Hmm.
one, and the fact that they just weren't selling tickets.
No.
I think if I had to say there was a reason, Amelia, wouldn't you say that was the reason?
Yes, absolutely. And looked at the animals a way out. That's what they used as the way out was the animals. Unfortunately, they
Yeah, they
elephants
used
and
the
the tigers
animals,
and lions was the way
and
out.
that's a shame. They used the animals. You're absolutely right. As a
Hmm.
scapegoat,
Yes.
as a scapegoat,
Hmm.
and the animals. People don't understand something. In
Hmm.
the history of Ringling Brothers, they've only had one incident. Okay,
Hmm.
and I'm going to tell you when it was and what happened and why it happened.
Hmm.
Back
Yeah.
in the 1940s,
Hmm.
in 1947,
Right.
in Boston.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
you know where I'm going with this, Amelia?
And you were going to tell me that story because you were going to talk about it.
Okay, well, here's what happened. There was a fire
Oh my
in
gosh.
Boston. Yeah, listen to what happened. The traveling circus at the time, Ringling Brothers,
Hmm.
used to travel with a big, heavy canvas tent. This is before they went into.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now listen to me. Here's what happened. They traveled with this big tent and they set it up in different places and they never had a problem.
Mm-mm.
Okay. They get to Boston. Now they got a problem. Okay. First of all, they had trouble setting up the tent. Okay.
Mhm.
They get the tent all set up. They set up the three rings for the circus, right?
Mhm.
Everything's fine.
Mhm.
People are coming in.
Mhm.
Here's what happened. Somebody was smoking a cigarette because you could smoke back then.
Oh yeah.
Somebody smoking. Listen to me. Hold on, Amelia, because I want people to really listen here.
Mhm.
Important. Somebody was smoking a cigarette. Okay.
Mhm.
They
Mhm.
threw their cigarette and wasn't out yet.
Oh.
S- the part of the tent caught fire. Okay. Nobody noticed it. Then it started to grow and nobody noticed it. And the circus performers were still performing and nobody noticed it. Then everybody noticed it. Here's what happened back then.
Mhm.
And you can't even, you're going to think I'm making this up. And I'm going to challenge you. I
Mhm.
want you to go online and tell me if I'm lying.
Mhm.
The circus companies back then
Mhm.
used to treat the tent with gasoline and kerosene.
Mhm.
Okay, they're both flammable,
Right.
but they have properties and qualities that
Mhm.
people don't understand. Kerosene is a flammable liquid, but it's
Mhm.
also great for waterproofing the
Mhm.
tent. Why would you want to waterproof the tent?
So in case there is a fire, that would not happen. No.
Nope.
Hmm.
so that if it rained out, you wouldn't have to cancel the show
Oh.
because the water wouldn't come through the tent.
Ah.
But here's the problem: kerosene and gasoline are highly flammable. And
Uh-oh.
when mixed together, they are combustible.
Mm.
That tent, everybody died.
Oh
The
no.
whole thing went up in smoke.
Must have been like really quickly in
It
seconds.
went so fast they couldn't say holy shit.
Oh no.
It went like a Roman candle. Go online, folks. Ringling Brothers, Boston. Okay?
Mhm.
Ringling Brothers, Boston. Tent fire. Tell me if I'm lying.
So that's probably why now the cigarettes they don't do that anymore. They as soon as you I guess not smoke it for a while, they just go out now. I guess that's why they started making them
Yeah,
like that
if you
now.
exactly.
Mhm.
If you're a cigarette smoker,
Mhm.
if you're smoking and you throw your cigarette, it's
Mhm.
going to go out like 30 seconds as because if you're not puffing on it,
Mhm.
it's going to die out on you.
Mhm.
That's why you see people who smoke.
Mhm.
Sometimes they'll be talking to somebody, they'll hold their cigarette and it'll go out. Then they got
Mhm.
to light it again,
Mm.
right? Ringling Brothers.
Oh,
In 146 years, they had one
wow.
incident. It
Wow.
granted it was a big incident, but it was
Mhm.
one.
Right, because I remember, watching the TV, like when the animals, none of them seemed malnourished or anything like that. They looked really healthy. They even,
They ate better than you do.
yeah, they did. I mean, we should see them getting fed and the way they would comb, the lions,
Mhm.
the way they would, talk to them and the way they would say, okay, we're going to do this trick or
Yep.
we're not going to show you the whole trick, but they would treat them really nice. You could see them being treated
They
nice.
eat those animals ate better than most people.
Mm-hmm.
And so how can you say that they were mistreated,
Mm-mm.
they were animal cruelty,
Mm-mm.
malnourished? Are you shitting me?
Right.
But this is PETA.
Mm-hmm.
You know, PETA's got they fucking walk on water.
Mm.
You
Right.
know, they fucking walk on water. These PETA people, they don't understand. Assholes! What you just did, you
Mm-hmm.
just killed an American tradition.
Yes.
But that tradition wasn't going to let you win. They're
Mm-mm.
back now. So
Yes.
Amelia,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on now with the circus? Tell everybody what's going on with the circus. There's no animals,
No.
but there's other things. So tell everybody what's happening. What are they doing different?
They're still doing of course, the crisscrossing flying trapeze, the spinning double wheel powered by acrobats. But
Yeah.
get this, BMX trail bikes, unicycle riders. Listen to this one, skateboarders doing flips and tricks. Where do you see that at a circus?
First of all, skateboarders don't belong with Ringling Brothers.
No.
They belong at the skateboard park, um, doing their little flips in
Mm-hmm.
in the empty swimming pools.
Exactly.
Okay, like what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but
Yes.
stay the fuck out of the circus. All
To
right,
me,
'cause
that looks like a state fair act.
it's a state fair act. At wait a
Mm-hmm.
minute,
Mm-hmm.
at best, it's a
Yes.
state fair act.
Mm.
But really, it doesn't even belong in the fair. It
No.
belongs at the skate park.
Yeah, or their own competition act, like they do. Their own.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, if I'm paying 60 or $70 to see the circus,
Right.
and that's the ticket price, folks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the price. You're looking at $75,
Yes.
60 to $75 for a circus ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nowadays, yes,
If
for
I'm
this
going
one
to
here.
pay $70, $75 for a ticket,
Mm-hmm.
there better be something more exciting, more exhilarating than a fucking skateboarder.
All right. Eh,
Okay.
and also
There
too,
better be a lion, with somebody's
not
head in his
anymore.
mouth.
Unfortunately, not even lions are going to be in the show anymore.
No, no
No,
elephants, no lions, no
not
tigers, no bears,
nothing with
nothing.
four paws or four legs.
Nothing.
Nothing. Mm-mm,
Nope.
nothing.
So what are they going to fill it with, Amelia?
they're still going to have the same people, the trapeze acts, like I was saying before, and who knows what else they're going to say. They're going to be saying, "Oh, it's going to be a
I'll tell you
surprise,"
what else. You want
but
to know what else? Here's what they got.
mm,
They got a lot of fluff and bullshit. They got a lot of fill-in acts that they hope will razzle dazzle you. But you can.
but
But how long can you do that? The other thing is, and I think this is, I shook my head so hard I got a neck
mhm.
pain. The- I'm not making this up, folks. Go
No,
online if you
we're
get more.
not. The tickets are supposed to be what?
Ringling Brothers is now going to involve the audience.
Hmm.
They are going to involve the audience in the show. First of all, I'm paying to watch the show. Um, if I'm going to be in the show, motherfucker better pay me.
Right,
Okay,
exactly,
that's the deal. If I have to go to the circus to be part of the show, you better be fucking paying my ass. Or
exactly. We're
my ass is
paid.
going to be staying home watching Guy Fieri's grocery games or
Hmm.
Buddy the Cake Boss.
Or why pay $65 to $70 a ticket when they should be paying you that much for being
Thank
there?
you.
Hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I have a problem
Hmm.
with the new circus. Here's what Ringling Brothers says.
Hmm.
Now, again, they're a family owned company.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So here's what they released a statement.
Hmm.
So, oh, by the way, before I tell you what they said,
Hmm.
um, I want to let everybody know that Ringling Brothers is auditioning. You can audition to be part of the circus.
Hmm.
They are currently holding global auditions for performance artists for the greatest show on earth, Ringling
Hmm.
Brothers. And they're auditioning in every state and every country.
Yes.
But here's what they said. The company Feld Entertainment that owns the circus said,
Hmm.
um, the long-awaited return of Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus is at hand. The American icon emerges as a dynamic multi-platform entertainment franchise, providing families the opportunity to connect in fun,
Right.
engaging ways. Now, fun, engaging ways means they want you to be part of the show.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be part of the show. Well, how much you paying me?
Better be more than the $65 you're going to be paying them.
Bet your ass. The Ringling franchise will include a broad consumer based product and licensing program featuring toys, games, packaged
Hmm.
goods, collectibles, and more. So you already know they're going to
Hmm.
make a lot of their money from merchandise.
Yes.
Okay. They have to because when they closed from
Hmm.
2017 till now,
Hmm.
in the last 5, 6 years, they lost a fortune.
Mm.
They lost a fortune.
Wow.
Now, to immerse fans more thoroughly into the world of Ringling, a documentary is also being produced that will take the audience backstage to meet the cast and crew and learn what it takes to be part of the greatest show on earth. Do you notice how many times
Hmm.
they keep saying the greatest show on earth? That's a trademark.
Yes.
That's their copyright. Okay. And they want to make sure you know that they are the greatest show on earth. Well, they used to be.
Hmm.
Here's what the owner says. By the way, the owner of Ringling Brothers is a woman
Hmm.
named Juliet Feld. She says, as passionate stewards of Ringling, we're committed to a creative lifestyle brand that connects with families and fun. Uh, with families and
Hmm.
sparks real fun. I'm sorry, sparks real fun
Hmm.
365 days a year through live performances, digital content, consumer products, school curriculum,
Films. Uh-huh.
youth circus arts program, and more. said
Mhm.
Ken Feld, chair and executive officer of Feld Entertainment. We are innovating all aspects of the live show
Mhm.
and modernizing the franchise to create an emerging property that is built for today's families and will last another 150 years. I don't think so. Um, Mr. Kenneth Feld, if you're out there, I wish you well, but I think that the writing is on the wall, Ken. I think the writing's on the wall for Ringling Brothers. I
Right.
don't think this generation, and that's part of the problem, Amelia. It's
Mhm.
a generational thing. The circus is a generational thing.
Right.
And look, it lasted 3 generations.
Mhm.
But maybe is it time maybe to to put the circus to bed? What do you think?
I think so too, because I mean it's not like it is going to be like back in the day, because what they're trying to do is modernize it now with virtual reality, movable staircases, and the main stage, and lighting and sound design. They're trying to make it more into a modern, like spacey things. It's not like back
Yeah.
in the day, like where it was just like ordinary and the dirt on the ground, and they're trying to make it more into a modern, spacey kind of thing with
Here's
technology.
what here's what the CEO says.
Mhm.
The new Ringling logo,
Mhm.
and people are going to see that tonight too, by the way. The
Mhm.
new Ringling logo illustrates the essence of the brand combined with modern simplicity, said Juliet Feld,
Mhm.
chief operating officer of Feld Entertainment and producer of the greatest show on earth, Ringling Brothers Circus. The logo is designed to flex and adapt across many brands and across any brand communication. Now,
Mhm.
I don't know what that means, but I can tell you what the logo looks like.
Mhm.
The contemporary look will invite curiosity and captivate families as they discover more ways to become a part of this awe-inspiring world of Ringling. Let me
Mhm.
tell everybody what they're talking about, because you're probably curious. The new logo is a giant R with an exclamation point as the basis of the R.
Mhm.
The R also turns into a question mark. Okay. So it's an exclamation point and a question mark weaved into the R.
Mhm.
So what does that mean? It means, is it the best is yet to come? Is it expect the unexpected?
Yeah.
Is it um we got more surprises for you? Because it's a question and an exclamation.
Mhm.
Well, all the things that make a circus is, wonderment and curiosity.
Mhm.
But if you take the animal element away,
Mhm.
my fear is that you've got nothing but a giant special effects show.
Yes.
And I'm not going to pay $75 or
Mm-mm.
more in some cases for a special effects show when
Mhm.
I know that for about half of that,
Yes.
my money would be well spent somewhere else, or maybe medieval times, or
Mhm.
the Dixie Stampede, or any place like that.
Yeah. I think to me it'll probably mean expect the unexpected, and is this going to work?
Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it? Is it
Yeah.
going to work?
Is it going to work? Expect the unexpected. Is it going to work?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's
Mm-mm.
take a look at this logo
Sure.
that we were just talking about. We're going to show the Ringling Brothers, um,
Mhm.
for lack of a better word, the commercial.
Mhm.
Okay, this is like a teaser clip. Take a look at this.
Hmm.
Amelia, very interesting clip. What's missing?
Oh, where's the clowns?
Yeah, where's the clowns? What else is missing?
Um. a lot of different animals
Where's the
and stuff.
animals?
And the clowns. I'm scared to say
None.
the clowns. I don't want to hear the clowns. See the clowns and the animals. But yeah, the
Nope.
animals are
No
missing. And
clowns. No animals. Guess what?
hmm,
It's already not a circus.
no, it's
It's not a
not.
circus.
Mm-mm.
You're
It's
going to pay $75
mm-hmm.
to watch jugglers, acrobats, and trapeze people.
It's more like a
That's what you're paying.
fairgrounds act.
And you're
It's
going
more.
to watch a guy ride a motorcycle inside the sphere of death.
Yeah,
Okay. You know how many times I've seen that shit?
yeah. Plenty of times if you go to a state
They're
fair.
doing them now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
They're, they did it here at the New Jersey State Fair,
Mhm.
Pennsylvania State Fair.
Yep.
It's a traveling sideshow.
Yeah. It is.
These people, listen to me. The
Mhm.
state fair that comes to your state,
Yes.
it's going to your state and the next state, and then it's going to every
Mhm.
fucking state. You know
Yep.
why? Because that's what they're hired to do.
Mhm.
They travel from state to state, but it's one company,
Yes.
and they got a stranglehold on the
Mhm.
state fair business.
They do. They do because it's anywhere that they can get hired at for a certain amount of money.
Thank
It's
you.
basically it. Yeah.
That's what they do.
Mhm.
For sale to the highest bidder.
Mhm. I wouldn't be
That's how they're making
surprised.
a living.
I wouldn't be surprised if they hire some singers like they did back in the day. You remember when they did the like I hate or another reference Elvis Presley and all these different acts from the like that. If they put them involved in some.
It wouldn't surprise me,
Mhm.
and that would be sad, and that would be pathetic.
Mhm. Yeah.
That would be sad and pathetic.
Yeah.
First of all, it's already sad and pathetic that it's not. First of all, again, we're talking about a company that calls itself the greatest show
So
on earth.
on Earth. Uh huh.
Okay. What are you showing me? The greatest show on earth. What are you showing me? You've shown me a 20-second clip of nothing.
Nope.
Okay. So a guy was swinging on a trapeze,
Mhm.
and another guy was on a fucking high wire. Uh, that's it. That's the greatest show on earth.
I
That's the best you can do.
no. I for a little bit more money we
What
could
happened to the circus?
for a little bit more money you could go somewhere else like maybe add a little bit more to it. Go to Disney World, go to Epcot, go to some other places like that, and spend a
For
whole
the
day.
same money, I could have a nice dinner with my wife
Mm-hmm. Yeah, spend a whole
and
day, and
enjoy myself.
yeah, which you're probably gonna be doing this weekend again.
I am, if I can help it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going on a working weekend, but
Mm-hmm. But still have a
um,
nice dinner.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but it's sad. Let me
It
tell
is
people.
sad because I mean it's not like back in the day when we were kids. Like our kids or their kids are not going to get to know what it's like to have had a good circus event, good
Yeah,
time. Being at the middle ring, it's like, oh my gosh, look at that lady on that trapeze act. Oh my gosh, is she gonna fall? Or these cute little elephants riding around in little pink, little fluffy
yeah,
outfits, and that lady standing on them, just waving at everybody, and the elephants doing their little trunks, making that noise, and coming by you, and it's not gonna be
yeah.
like that anymore.
Well, here is an interesting statement that again the guy who wrote this article,
Hmm.
somebody needs to smack him upside the head. While Ringling Brothers struggled before it shut down,
Hmm.
the Canadian company Cirque du Soleil exploded with dozens of shows around the world, all without animals.
Hmm.
Okay, first of all, dipshit, whoever you are that wrote this article,
Uh,
Cirque du Soleil is not a circus per se.
no.
It's not a circus. Okay, it's a Las Vegas act.
Why
It's
even
a,
compare the two?
you can't. It's a stage act.
Exactly.
Okay, it's you have to have a specially designed theater
Hmm.
to perform Cirque du Soleil.
Hmm.
But it's Are there people on the trapeze? Yeah. That's as close to the circus as you're getting.
Right.
Okay. That's it. But don't compare
No.
Cirque du Soleil with Ringling Brothers because they're
Mm-mm.
apples and oranges. It's not the
Exactly.
same.
It's not the same at all.
The closing act for Ringling Brothers, the greatest show on earth, is
Hmm.
getting its curtain call. Feld Entertainment, the owner of Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus,
Hmm.
said this in a statement that show will end its 146-year run
Hmm.
May of 2017, which they did.
Hmm.
The iconic circus, and this is really what happened, folks. And Amelia, you know I'm telling the truth.
Yes.
The iconic circus declined in recent years due to the high operating expense, the long, costly
Hmm.
legal battles with animal rights groups around the world, such as the one to eliminate elephant acts. And first of all, I want to know what proof they had that the elephants were being mistreated. Still, there hasn't been any proof
No, there hasn't.
with doctored video. Doctored video.
Hmm.
It's already been proven a fake.
Yes.
God, people. Ticket sales had already fallen, but they dropped more significantly than
Hmm.
they anticipated after the elephants were retired. Why? Because people wanted to see the elephant acts and the lions and tigers and bears.
Hmm.
The company's two remaining shows, Out of This World and Circus Extreme, still had shows left to perform. They ended up not performing those shows. They didn't make enough money to keep going.
That's so
So
sad.
those two shows stopped. People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, a major critic of the circus for its treatment of animals,
Hmm.
celebrated the victory. Well, they can celebrate all they want, but guess what?
Hmm.
There's
Right.
still, these are people
Hmm.
that they have to love animals because they're so fucking ugly, no people would like them. Okay?
Hmm.
Understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Am I being harsh? Yeah. Am I being bigoted? Yeah. Do I care? No.
You're being honest.
Not one fucking little bit do I care. You know why? Because I don't like PETA. I understand why they do what they do, but there are a number of ways to fight your case.
Hmm.
Using fake doctored video is not one of them.
No.
And I say if, a big
Hmm.
if Ringling Brothers was in fact mistreating its animals, don't you think we would have knew before 146 years of performing?
Yes.
Do you think we would have known
Absolutely, because a lot of
back
people would
in
have come forward.
the 70s, back in the well, not even the 70s, back in
Mm.
the 90s, the
Yes.
80s, the 70s, the 60s, the 50s?
Hmm.
Pick a decade.
A lot of people would have come forward from then.
Pick a decade. This circus has been around since 18. Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Hmm.
Since 1860. Do you understand this? It's been around since 1860.
A very
It's
long time.
not a newcomer to the block here, folks. It's never been the new kid on the block.
No.
In fact, it's probably the oldest kid on the block.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I get fired up when I hear shit like this because I remember going to the circus as a kid.
Hmm.
I loved the circus.
Hmm.
How am I know what a real circus looks like. How do you go to Ringling Brothers and expect to see the new and improved circus?
Hmm.
Amelia,
I couldn't
describe
do it.
describe to me, Amelia Pitbull Chapman.
Uh-huh.
Describe to me what the new Ringling Brothers is going to look like.
Well, they were saying something about movable staircases, two main stages. Audiences have 360-degree angle with a live camera, feeds virtual reality, lighting, sound design, tracks for the performers. You could really look around. It's like a 3D Max kind of thing. And to me, that's not a circus.
That's
That
not a circus.
that isn't.
That's a special effects show.
Exactly. I remember being excited because the circus was coming when I was a little girl. My parents were like, "We're going to the circus, and guess what? School's going to be let out early for everybody that wants to go to the circus because the school was going to let the elementary school out early because we're gonna
Yeah.
it's a student day, and we're like, yes, we're gonna get out early. So we were all excited,
Yeah.
and we had a coliseum huge enough to hold a lot of people.
Yeah.
So we were just so happy to do that. We were, it's a small town
Amelia,
where I'm
I,
from.
I'm so happy that you're happy, but I'm gonna
Oh, I know
choke
what
you right now
time it
because
is. We missed the commercial time, didn't
I
we?
was. Thank you very much. Right now. Do you have sweaty balls or volleyball netty balls? It's time to make them ready balls. The Manscaped.com Lawnmower 3.0 will do the job and clean your knob with its patented no-nick head, so your head will function as desired. Enter promo code Wrestling Future for a generous 20% discount. That's enter Wrestling Future for a 20% discount. Manscaped.com and Wrestling with the Future, going balls to the walls with Manscaped.com and the Lawnmower 3.0. Your balls will thank you, and so will we. The things I do for this woman. Jeez. Well, I'll tell you what, let me just put an exclamation point on the circus here.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never been to the Ringling Brothers Circus, folks, um, go ahead, go enjoy, take your family. You might like the 21st century version of the circus. As for Amelia and I, we're not going to go. We're
No.
gonna. I'd rather stay home and watch paint dry.
Or watch a good
Um,
movie if we can find one compared to
yeah.
the Oscars.
Oh, there's plenty of good movies on this. You kidding me? Just see the Academy Awards. There's lots of good movies.
Not the one that I tried to watch.
I know. I'm
I
being sarcastic. You realize that,
Yeah,
right?
I couldn't even get through an hour and a half of that one. That one
You know
Oscar.
what I can I tell you what I watch?
Hmm.
Old stuff. I watch
Hmm.
old movies
Me too.
because you first of all they're classic.
Hmm.
Yet you can never get tired
No.
of watching a good old movie.
Oh yes.
You just can't.
Mm-mm.
It's like a bag of potato chips. They're like old movies are like
Hmm.
addictive.
Oh yeah, I know. I
Keep
watched
watching them.
Made in Heaven with Timothy Hutton. That's one of my
Oh my
all-time favorites.
God!
I
Please,
love that
you're killing
movie.
me. You're killing me here, Amelia.
I love that movie.
Made in Heaven with Tim Hutton. Holy
Yeah,
Jesus!
that's a great movie. If you haven't watched it yet, look
I
it up.
know
It's
the movie. Trust me, I know the
hmm
movie.
hmm
Jesus,
it's one of my
really
favorites. And Double
incredible.
Jeopardy with Ashley Judd. That's a good movie.
Good movie. Yeah, it sure
Hmm.
is. I've seen that. I
Yeah,
actually have that one.
I love that movie.
Um, we're just gonna tell everybody. Yeah, that's our show tonight
Hmm.
on the Ringling Brothers Circus. Use your own judgment, your own discretion. Take the kids, have a good time.
You might like
Maybe
it, maybe
it,
not. Because
if you're into like special effects and
hmm yeah.
the techno stuff,
Hmm.
you'll love the new circus. But not me. Amelia, what we got coming up tomorrow night? What's on your show tomorrow
I
night?
am going to be doing a show about adult bullying.
Interesting. What prompted that one?
I got somebody that says that I shouldn't be on the show with you, and I've got a bone to pick with that person and some certain
Why
people
they say that?
because I do a lot of mumbling, and they think they can do a better, I guess,
Yeah.
job with you.
Well,
So
can I tell
bring
people
it
what
on.
happened?
Go for it.
Okay, we get every once in a while, folks, we get some emails on the show. And I read them, and most of the time I just discard them. Some of them I keep and I read them on the air. The good ones I read.
Hmm.
Um, the shitty ones, Amelia and I just throw away. But this one struck me as that somebody had a bone to pick with Amelia, and they said and I'm not making this up. They said Amelia mumbles. We can't hear her talk. Um, and I found out a little bit of the reason why. Um, how do you have her on your show? She can't speak. She mumbles. She doesn't understand what you're talking about. She seems like she's in another world. First of all, I'm not easy to keep up with. Okay, so I'm taking the heat off of Amelia for a minute. I'm not easy to keep up with. I do a lot of ranting on this show. Okay, Amelia wears a microphone and headset in her, as you can see now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Normally, that microphone is down about where her waist is.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when it's down that low, sometimes Amelia does sound muffled. We did a little experiment last week. And sure enough, that's where it was. And as soon as she picked up the microphone, she was crystal clear. Now, tonight, you were crystal clear all night.
Yes.
So, on behalf of that person who wrote that email, are you getting ready? I want you to tell them that they're number one. Come on.
Here to you, right there.
There you go.
And if
You're
I don't
number one 3 times.
exactly, if you think I don't belong here or I it could do a better job than I can, bring it on, buddy. I'm right here for you.
We got an opening here. If you think you can do
Oh yeah.
better, we'll put you in,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll feed you to the fucking wolves.
And if you think you should have gotten rid of me a long time ago, I'm still here, buddy,
She's still here.
and I'm not going
Yeah, I
anywhere.
think I think that the fact, first of all, you've got haters. I've got haters.
Oh
God
yeah.
knows we all have haters on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're doing something that people wish they could do,
Mm-hmm.
when you're saying something people wish they could say, and you say it better
Mm-hmm.
and you say it first, people get pissed. They get angry. They're
Oh
like,
yes.
that I should have said that.
Mm-hmm.
That was my thing. Well,
Oh.
here's the thing. You got everybody listening to this show has an open invite. You
Mm-hmm.
can come here. I'll bring you up with you on the air.
Oh yeah.
I will put you on. Neil, how many times have I done that?
Every single show.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put you on the air. I had a guy named Kevin Blunt. Okay. He was thrilled to become a podcaster. He only had
Absolutely,
one
sir.
problem. He couldn't fucking talk, and he couldn't think, and he couldn't react, and he couldn't do much of anything except sit there.
Yes.
You
And
know?
also, it's not just about me being bullied because I've always been bullied as a child, but we're going to talk about that a little bit more tomorrow. It's also going to be about work bullying. Anything that you want to talk about work bullying, come on the
Sure.
show. Tell us your opinion. Tell us what you've been bullied
Yep.
about. It's not just about me, it's about you being bullied
Yeah.
as
Let me ask
well.
you a question.
Hmm.
Be very honest with me
Sure.
on the air with
Hmm.
everybody listening. Am I a bully
Just when you need to be.
when I need to be?
Yes.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Am I? Do I bully you?
No,
Thank you.
no,
Thank you.
you do not.
Because I've had that criticism. People say, "Oh, he bullies her." No, I don't bully anybody.
No.
Here's what I do. I'm not really not. I'm not a bully.
Mm-mm.
Here's what I do though. I don't take any shit,
No, you don't.
and that's the difference. I'm not a bully, but I'm not a doormat either.
Exactly. And I'm not going to take any shit either anymore. And I'm not going to be a doormat to
Good
anyone.
for you, kid. Good for
And let
you.
me tell you something, Mr. Bully or Miss Bully, whoever you are. I used to be so comfortable behind the camera. Now, Angela has made me so comfortable in front of the camera. That's why I'm here to confront you. So bring it on.
Tomorrow night, adult bullying.
Hmm.
Yep, with Amelia the Pitbull Chapman. And
Absolutely.
that show tomorrow night is Blunt Talk.
Yes.
And so she's going to get blunt too.
Absolutely.
I will not be on that show. Well, maybe I am. I on the show with you tomorrow
Of
night?
course you are, because you're
Okay,
going to
I
give
am.
me your opinions too.
Are you sure you want them?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
we could do that. The same. Oh, what else we got coming up? Oh, next week.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, yeah. As
Monday night.
Amelia mentioned,
Hmm.
Amelia did mention that I'm going to New York this weekend. I'm
Hmm.
going to interview Debbie Greenberg,
Yes.
who is the former owner of the Cavern Club in
Hmm.
Liverpool, England.
Hmm.
The Cavern, of course, is the birthplace of the Beatles. That's where
Hmm.
they busted their how do you want to say it? They broke cherry.
Here in
They
the
broke
U.S.
cherry at the Cavern Club, and and other places around England, Liverpool at the time.
Right? And that's going to
Debbie's
be Monday
father
night.
owned Debbie's father owned the Cavern Club
Hmm.
after the Cavern went into bankruptcy.
Oh, wow.
And then she owned it from 1966 to 1971.
Hmm.
And she knows Paul McCartney very well. She knew every single Beatle.
Hmm.
She knows Paul and Ringo, the two remaining Beatles. Her husband, Nigel, is a former recording studio owner.
Oh, wow.
And the recording studio, check this out.
Mhm.
The recording studio was right next to the Cavern Club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to
So,
see the videos that you take.
yeah, I'm gonna do. I got a lot of my batteries are charged up. Let's put it that
Ready
way.
and go.
So
And
yeah, we're gonna do some video. We're going to do
mhm.
some audio.
Oh, yes.
Um, so we have God. There's so many people from the world of the Beatles are going to be there.
Hmm.
Oh man, I mean, just it's a who's who.
Hmm.
Just go online, folks, and check this out. www.thefest.com. That's all you got to type in. www.thefest.com.
Hmm.
It's everything Beatles you'll ever want to know. It's just amazing. A 3-day weekend. They're there
Ooh,
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
that's like the
And yeah, oh man, it's gonna be a good one.
that's a
So
wonderful
Amelia, what
time.
else you got going on, kid?
Oh, I know that as we were telling everyone in the beginning of the show, we changed our nights to Mondays instead of Thursday. So it's Monday and
Yeah,
Tuesday nights. We're going to be airing our shows live at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
yep.
So Monday, April the 2nd, actually, I'm sorry, April 3rd, we're going to be doing 27 Club. It's going to be an
Yeah.
interesting show.
I've been wanting to do that one for a long time
Yeah.
too.
So we're going to be talking about that, which is a little bit to describe that is a lot of artists have passed away at the age of 27.
Fascinating, isn't it?
Very fascinating. When I was going down the
Remarkable.
list, I was like, oh my gosh, all these artists have
Yeah.
died at the age of 27. It's
Yep.
like amazing the names, but we're not going to bring you the names
Yeah.
right now. Wait till that day. And on
April, hold on a minute. I want to get this one in real quick too.
oh, sure, April.
April 4th, I've got Dan Ely coming on the show.
Hmm.
Dan is a guy who unexpectedly
Hmm.
met Paul McCartney
Yeah.
at Junior's Farm in Nashville, Tennessee. And Dan is going to tell us the story about how he met the most famous of the Beatles
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
how he became friendly with him
Hmm.
and gave him a guitar.
Wow.
And that's all I'm going to say about that one. Don't Amelia already knows, but
Yeah.
don't
We're not
get
going to say
that.
anything till that night. You have to watch at 7 p.m.
Gotta
Eastern time
watch
to
the
find out
show.
more.
So
Hmm.
for everybody here at What's the Buzz, for Amelia Pitbull Chapman, I am the Mad Dog, Angelo DeCipio. We will see you tomorrow night
Yeah.
on the Blunt
Hmm.
Talk.
Yes.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you
Mwah.
tomorrow night. Bye
See you
bye.
tomorrow night.